So we have another sample question dealing with section 2.1. So again, it still says solve. You know when it says solve, anytime I have the equal sign, I got a left-hand side and a right-hand side. Once I do that, I'm going to say, step one, is there anything I can do to simplify? This is a coefficient, even though it's a fraction, this is still considered a coefficient, variable, constant. No parentheses, no like terms. Remember, these don't match, and this is just one item. Labeling. This is the only side that has a variable. This is our constant sign. Once we have this already labeled, we can see if I need to move anything. Letter, variable, is on the variable side, so I don't have to move the P. 35, constant, it's on the constant side, so I don't have to move the 35. This fraction, 5/8, is a coefficient. Notice that not one side says coefficient. To take care of the coefficient, once you're done moving, you can go to step 4. But remember, we talked about this before. Normally, we do divorce by dividing. But if the coefficient is a fraction, we're actually going to multiply both sides by the reciprocal. So let's flip the fraction. Instead of 5 being on top, let's put the 5 in the denominator, the bottom. And then the 8 go up in the numerator. And multiplication, I just use parentheses to show multiplication. And then remember, the moving step and the divorcing step are both balancing steps. What does that mean? If I do 8/5 on this side, I have to multiply this side by 8/5. This, you multiply top with top, so 8 times 5 is 40. Bottom with bottom, 5 times 8 is 40. And 40 divided by 40 is 1p. Or we know p. Some of you might cross cancelers, 5 on top, 5 on the bottom, 8 on top, 8 on the bottom. Everything cancels out to be 1p or just p. Either way. Now on this side, notice we have a whole number, 35. Not a fraction with a fraction. When you do this by hand, you want to put a fraction. So you just put it over 1, the whole. And then just multiply across. So 35 times 8. Ooh, that might be something that you might want to put it in your calculator, okay? So 5 times is 40, 24, so it should be 280 if I did that correct in my head. And then 1 times 5 is 5. Some of you are my cross-cancelers. My cross-canceling people would have said, well, I know 5 can go into 35, because that's 5 times 7. So a 5 here and a 5 here cancel out to be 7. So some people are my cross-cancelers, and others will just use the calculator. 280 divided by 5, or 7 times 8, is going to be 56. So P will equal 56.